Next up, we have Evans by DJ Yoshitaka from Jubeat, or featured in Jubeat, is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, at the time of recording, we just passed 8,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I do not take this for granted. Thank you so much. But yeah, once again, what happens if we reach 10,000 before Christmas? The gaming channel. How to request songs if you're not on the live stream. I have a spiel for this and a bunch of other things at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video if you want to read them in full. Otherwise, let's see what you got. Evans. Let's go. Okay, so we start in, so Jubeat is a Konami game. Okay, so Konami. Old school Konami, before Metal Gear Solid 5. So, we have several elements going on, of course. We have the drums giving us that intro. It's not quite a beat. It's doing what is called accents. Accents in music can be for, accents, that was my computer, can be for accentuation, right? You can have, like in this case, we're having the drums accentuating what is happening in the melody. We have a main melody giving us our initial motif being the smallest version of your musical idea. This is the essence from which everything else comes from. And then we were having there a couple of chord changes where we adapted the melody from one chord to another. I think the change we had right now was a 1-2-6 kind of thing. We're doing a partial sequence, right? So sequencing is a way that you can develop your materials in which you play the same material again, just from a different starting point, or you adapt it to whichever chord you are doing, right? So for example, let's say, let's keep it in C minor, right? Let's say we have something like this. Let's say we have something like that, right? So sequencing can be, we start this from a different starting point. We can have that like this, or you can just change to whichever chord you are playing, right? So let's say we have C minor here, right? So we have those last two notes being the sequence, so that it fits the chords that we are playing. So we're having that, and no, gentlemen, no, it's not. So we're having that, and yes, by the way, that chord progression from from 1 minor to 6 minor is, I love it so much that I use it so much in my compositions, because you can just go back and forth between the two, and then when you finally give that major dominant and back to it. So yeah, it can be a very, very, very beautiful thing for this, mainly because of that dramatic effect, right? Like one of the motifs I wrote for a work that I did, you know. No, it's no. Oh no, it was what was it? Oh, what was it? Yeah, that was an old motif that I used a while back, and that just requires you to change one note, and it just changes everything completely. That's just the magic of the 1 to the 6. Anyway, those are chord progressions, by the way, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's see. So we had a little bit of cadence over here. Let me go back a couple of seconds. Let's see where this goes. All right, there you go. Okay, so the drums are going absolutely insane. We keep the same accents that we had before, but we introduce the bass drum, we introduce the snare, and now it's going all over the place. We had a little moment there of cadence, right? So when you're making music, you're doing one of two things: you are building tension or you're resolving that tension. That point in between, we call the cadence, right? And usually that's gonna be in your chords. In this case, we're also using drums for this a little bit, and you can hear it's what creates the expectation for resolution to move the song forward. So let's see where this goes. Because now we have the melody going up there, and let's see. Same as before. And we get a brief moment of off the ramp. Off the ramp is a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there's no official academic definition for this. Or at least I'm choosing not to use it for the sake of simplicity. And off the ramp is what I call a specific type of transition that makes your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land, kind of like going off a ramp, right? It can be as short as a couple of beats. It can be as long as an entire section. In this case, it was a couple of beats. How do you do that? Remove the drums, maybe the bass as well, or as many elements from underneath to give that sense of being up in the air, right? So let's go back a couple of seconds. So okay, so now we are having a new synth coming in, very 2000s synth, doing a reduction of the motif, so a reduction of the main melody. So reduction is when you play something faster, and the way this is also being done is a reduction with arpeggios. Arpeggios when to play a chord one note at a time, right? So we're having this going on where the high point of each arpeggio, so let's say for example here is C minor, and here is arpeggio, right? And what we're doing is we are arpeggiating, and then the high note is our melody. So that gives you that sense over there. It's happening, is of course happening really fast, and it's also being sequenced in throughout the chords. Let's see where this goes. While we have the piano, so yeah, you can hear the piano in the back playing the individual chords in block chords. Block chords is when you play the chord, all the notes at the same time, right? And then you can hear the arpeggiation in this. This is really good. Let's see where it goes. Off the ramp again. New version. Partial version. Oh, we're doing a build-up. And we engage in a little bit of rhythmic displacement over there. So we have a very old school build-up for electronic music, where you just keep doubling the amount of notes that you're doing, the amount of beats. Super, like you just keep counting the smaller and smaller subdivisions until you get to this point, right? And then we engage in a little bit of rhythmic displacement. The rhythmic displacement, as the name suggests, is when you displace something in the rhythm, whether it is you push something back so that it sounds later, or you rush something forward so that it sounds earlier. In this case, we are pushing something back. We're using a couple of notes there to push back the actual dropping of the beat. Let me go back a couple more seconds. Let's hear it again. And there we go. We bring in the second version, the arpeggio one, with a modulation. So we also have a modulation here. Modulation is when you change from one set of chords to a different set of chords, right? Let's not get too much into that, but basically it's just what gives it this paradigm shift feeling when you have a modulation. So modulation, of course, spelled modulation over here. So it sounds like we did some sort of I don't think we have much here. Like I think it's some sort of direct modulation. Maybe no, I don't think picker D third. But yeah, point being is that we're still sequencing. We're still using that same second version, the arpeggiated version of the melody, just with these notes. Let's see where it goes. Ah, very cool. And now on top of that, we're also having the piano. The piano has slowed down as well. The changes on the chords have slowed down, and so has the piano, in what we call harmonic rhythm. Harmonic rhythm is the speed at which your chords change. So you can have a very fast drum set, but if your chords change at a very slow speed, your music is still gonna sound like it's slow paced. But if you change chords faster, your music is going to sound more intense as a result. It's one of the reasons why electronic music, despite some of the speed that it might have, you're still using like one or two chords, and it feels like some sort of balance, right? Like the drums are going fast, but the music is not. And as opposed to that, you have something like say, jazz, where you will have a billion chords in a single piece, and they're changing every half a second, right? They're going, to the point that the music just feels overwhelming. That is one of the weaknesses that jazz has, is that their harmonic rhythm tends to be way, way too fast for the average listener. The jazz chord progressions are an acquired taste, because usually their changes are so unbelievably fast that the harmonic rhythm just gives you that sense of, this is way too fast. Like the music itself is not that fast, but the chords are changing so fast that you just don't want it. You get overwhelmed very easily. So right now we have slowed down the harmonic rhythm, despite the drums still being just as fast. We have slowed that bit down, and it feels like it has slowed down as a whole. Very fascinating phenomenon. Let's see where it goes. Bit of reflection of the start, bringing those accents from the drums. We have a chime now, doing the melodies, and ooh, one more run. Nice. And okay, so we sped everything up. One more run of the arpeggios. As an outro, we go back down to the piano, low note, and there you have it. Excuse me, I needed to burp. So there you go. And it ends like that. That was surprisingly good for how short it was. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you had back in the 2000s, like very short, quick bursts of music that were really good. So there you go. That was Evans by DJ Yoshitaka from the Jubeats soundtrack, a Konami game. Can you believe that? So yeah, there you go. Your nose doesn't burn? No, it does not. Anyway, there you go. Evans by DJ Yoshitaka. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, at the time of recording this, I forgot to do the town thing. At the time of recording this, we just hit 8,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you so much for that. I do not take this for granted. I am grateful every single day that I get to do this at all, so thank you. I really do appreciate it. So, once again, if we somehow hit 10,000 before Christmas 2025, which not very likely, but, still possible, if it happens on top of doing the audiobook fan fiction thing, I will also play a single video game of the choice of the community. Whatever y'all vote for, we'll play it within terms of service, of course. We'll dedicate a couple of streams to that and whatnot, right? This has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no auto-counting, no rat behaviors like that. Go share the videos, the streams with your friends, with your families friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. With your online and offline communities, go share these videos with everybody that you know. Also, use the hype function on YouTube. We have a group on the Discord that coordinates for that. Link down below in the description. Go coordinate with them people. Yes, artists on YouTube or otherwise, musicians, this is an open invitation to collaborate. If you want any of my musical skills, whether it is my guitars, Mongolian throat singing, the good old ooh, 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 kind of thing, regular singing, voice acting, whatever it is, reach out, let me know, and let's work together. And if you're in the audience and you know somebody could benefit, reach out, let them know. Please do not harass anyone, please do not spam anyone, be cool about things, don't be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting you in 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. We stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick so that you can tune in from wherever you want, from whichever you prefer. Again, 6 p.m. Central Europe. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch. So, if you live in Mama, Russia, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. Just go to Discord or Twitch. They're both linked down below, and it's going to show the stream schedule in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the gaming after show recordings. When they happen, we record them live on stream on the main channel as an after show, and then the recordings go there. Link down below in the description, or just just search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd, just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. There you go. Evans, DJ Yoshitaka. Really good stuff, man. That was really, really fun. Really good. But yeah, let's move on.